If the question is what is the best way to build strength or muscles, the first is what you have access to: kettlebells, free weights, or anything else. The nervous system doesn't know what you use, doesn't know what's the difference between free weights or body weight or anything. Simply just we have to give the resistant work to our body. The safest way first is the body weight exercises. First of all, very difficult to get injuries. You never seen anyone to get injuries with push-ups. Not like with, for example, bench press. They put too much weight, too heavy weight on, or too many reps, or incorrect form. In push-ups, very simply, for example, you can do it or not. Couple of very simple tips how to activate the core for the push-up. Everyone knows the plank, for example. Let's talk about that a bit, because actually the push-up is starting from there on the palms on the plank. Typical problem that people just start to holding and the middle section is weak. So the plank is like a bridge. Yeah, you don't want to go through with your car over the bridge where the middle section is moving, but how to activate the core. What I really don't want, for example, in push-up position, is just holding here and just do that push-up and my middle section is weak. And the other thing, I don't want my elbows pointing outside. Many variations for the push-up. And for example, in school or even in military, what people usually doing and teaching is when your elbows turning outside. That's not the best way, especially if you do combat sport. The reason is why, because even for a punch or a push or pull, I have to activate more my lats and triceps, not the chest. This is more for the chest muscles. And when my elbows pointing closer to my ribs are, I activate much more my core and my lats and my triceps. Exactly what I have to use, for example, side control, push someone away. But even just a punch, I do from standing, I know it here, yeah, but if I do a punch, I'm gonna use my lats and my triceps instead of from here. So this is always a weak position to the arm from the body, here much stronger to push. And the way how I'm gonna activate my core, I have a very simple drill for that. If you lie down on your back, you feel you have a naturally curved area under your lumbar spine. So you put your hand under and you feel you can put your hand under easily because it's a nice curved space under the lumbar spine. How can I close it? My pelvis goes slightly up. A bit I bend my knees as well, it's okay. But I can't put my hand anymore under. And as a result, my abs getting tight without I'm thinking about to get it tight. I don't think about get it tight. I just push my lumbar spine, my lower back to the mat, and it's getting tight here. What happens if push up? I'm gonna do the same first to activate my core. So I have the push up position here. So my back is not here. My pelvis goes slightly forward. My lumbar spine getting straight, and I feel my abs tight. Let's talk a bit about the hands position as well. So palms, if I do it on palms, I know in martial arts usually on knuckles, what is brilliant isn't great, but if you do on palms, it's a great variation. I don't put my palm just to the mat. I start to screw it. So I start to turn, it activates the lats more and the whole body, the whole core. So not just on the mat, I keep turning the full surface of the palm down. So I don't just put it down here and I have big gap between under my fingers and all around hand. No, I actively push the floor with the palm. The good push-up is like the good old Chuck Norris joke. When he does push-up, he never pushes himself up, he pushes the earth down. We're laughing on this, but this is a secret of the one-hand push-up as well. You don't think about push yourself up with weak core, especially. You have to activate. So first, let's do a little bit everything what we've done so far. Palms on the mat, but shoulder width, a little bit wider is good. Ball of my feet behind me. It can be close slightly, part is fine. Pelvis goes forward, is activate my abs. Elbows turning in, you can see I turn now here. Still arms straight. I just turn my arms more this way. Inhale, go downward, back is straight, head follows the spine lane. You breathe in. And instead of pushing yourself upward, you think about to push the floor away. So this is a very good variation of the push-up first if you really want to build strength. So it's not just I am here and pump it. Very good way if still you're struggling to do push-ups, build stronger core and shoulder stability. How to do that? I'm gonna hold again the same palms on the mat. Now I can apart my stance a bit behind me, so apart the legs. Push your palms to the floor, pelvis goes forward a bit. Yeah, brace your abs, contract the glutes. Hands coming, and you put it to your leg or hips. Only holding on one hand, without elevate out the shoulder. Just like I am here, and I take one of my hand away, my shoulder level is not changing this direction, so definitely not sideways. Yeah, so turn, 1, 5 seconds, wait 5 seconds, put it down, wait 5 seconds. Even you can, if you have an object in front of you, touch the object, back here, touch the object, back here, a 5 second negative. It's an active pulling, pull yourself down, instead just drop yourself, downward slow against the gravity, upward fast. Inhale, go down slowly, upward fast. Of course you can pump the push-ups for different reasons, but if you're really looking for to build strength, this is a great variation. Many other ways you can do push-up, but this is the most basic. So when both palms on the floor and do this way. Also you can just a negative with one hand. For example, if you're already on higher level, because in strength conditioning we're saying over 5 reps, everything is cardio. It's kind of funny saying, but one way is true. If I can do over 5, I make it more difficult and I'm not going over 5. So for example, 5-10 seconds this way, brilliant, or maximum 10-15 reps is fine. So we don't have to hundreds or whatever, 50 push-ups or something. Some reason, some way is okay, especially if you do martial arts, of course. Bam, 10, 15 or 20 push-ups. Yeah, pump it down, because I want the same. I want to drive my hand out quickly. I want to feel a bit the benefit of it. That's a different story. Now we build strength.